All right, since the licensing or intellectual property or whatever you want to call it of Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse has been in the public domain, people are making these random horror movies. I think there's a total of 3. This is the second one I've seen. Screamboat. Is it worth your time? Let's find out. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Screamboat. What's about? Pretty simple premise. We're in New York on the Staten Island ferry, and you know what? What's on that ferry is a little mouse that's going to torture and murder everyone on this ferry. But we have a couple characters. Are they going to survive? Are they going to die? Are they going to do something silly, stupid? Let's find out. So did I like this film? I thought it was okay. I mean, it is way better than I Heart Willie. I Heart Willie, I like the ambition for that one, but this one was a little bit more competently made, competently shot, competently more acted, better sound. It had better equipment overall, and you could tell it did have a better budget. So on that level, absolutely, and it was more enjoyable because, it's kind of saying like, oh, Terrifier 2 and 3. Yes, the guy that plays, Art the Clown is the same one in the costume for this one as well. But there is some great gore effects and great practical gore effects that I really do dig, where it's like, give me that practical shit, and I would really love it tenfold. Also, some of the dialogue is funny. There were some good comedic moments where you're just like, that shit funny, and a couple members of the audience did laugh at as well. So, okay, there is also a dick gag that is like pretty funny as well. Like, so there are things in this movie where you can laugh at. And at the same time, it kind of also is a homage to Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse as well. Yes, they make jokes here and there, but the overarching storyline when it comes to fruition of what this boat really is, it is actually a homage of like what he's done, what he has created in the world. Because when you think about it, without Walt Disney, there wouldn't be a Disney company. There would be still DreamWorks and things like that. Even if you say that, but would the animation realm really have been this perplexively amazing and things like that? Who the freak knows? But this movie does kind of do that. Also does kind of make fun of Disney adults, and like at a point I'm like, yeah, you can make fun of them. People are like, oh, you must be a Disney adult. No, I don't go to Disneyland, Disney World every year, things like that. I go maybe every 5-7 years. Every time there's like a big like anniversary, sure, I'll go just to see the spectacs, and if something new pops up, sure. But I just think I like that collaboration or the creativity that Walt Disney and these creators can do. And that's why I think it makes people happy, right? I also like just being around happy people. Like, if you're happy and you're around me, I'm going to be a happy guy. If you're mad around me, I'm going to be a little bit pissed off because you're not in this world for a long time, and try to just be around something happy. So that's why I do have a lot of Disney artwork. It's like, I look at it and I'm like, someone created that. That is creativity that's going to thrive throughout the world, right? And that's why. But yeah, Disney adult, I don't care if you label me one or not. All right, so when it comes to that, but there were some things also in this movie where you're like, yeah, you could tell the budget kind of stopped there, because there is a death sequence in the middle-ish of this. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it, where you're just like, they went cheap. And they had to, because there were way too many people on this boat to do an individual kill for each one of them. Completely understand. But also in that same scene, there's water, and how the water is coming out of the cannon versus how it's hitting people and people are flying somewhere. You're like, that doesn't match whatsoever. I advise you to at least have a little bit more water pressure through that. And also, when looking at, I didn't see any trailers. Of course, I saw stills, and I assumed that this was a tall ass mouse. No. It is a Minnie Mouse doing all this shenanigans. So at a point, is no one going to even just try to kick the motherfucker? Like, no one is going to try to at least do that? Like, at least just like, yeah. Like, no, we're just going to like run away and like, I don't know. So little things like that where you can't overthink this movie, because at a point, there are some stupid characters, and all these bridesmaids and like friends going for it, not bridesmaids, but birthday party bash. Thank God. At a point, they made them so annoying where you're happy they died. And at a point, I did. I was like, thank God I don't have to hear those voices again. And there were things at the end of the movie again where you're just like, okay, what are we actually, like, really? That's how we're ending it? It was very anticlimactic to a scene, but, like, it is what it is. And it also just felt like, too, like, people just kind of forgot about all the dead people. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll just walk away now. Do. And it was like, I want to call it a love language to New York as well, but it was trying to say, like, anyone could be a New Yorker. But also it's like, nah, New York is also a shit place to live at the same time. So, yes, overall, Screamboat. Does it do its job for practical gore, for silliness? Yes. However, some of that silliness and stupid character decisions at the same time, I'm just like, ugh, come on now. And it did feel like it ran a little bit too long on some scenes, but there were enough good character elements as well as good just practicalness where you're just like, yeah, out of all of the, horror movies coming out of this Disney, not Disney itself, because like you have the Poohverse and things like that, but the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie, this is probably the best one. So Screamboat will receive a 3 out of 5 Futons, which equals at 60%. So let's see the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 61% with 18 of them, audience score 64% with over 100, no critic consensus. So there we go. We are in the 60s together. 60, 61, 64. Chase out here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm no thanks, Futontopia. You Boof Tony. Take watching. Have a great day. I'm going to watch the tape tomorrow, week, or a month, and a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. And yeah, I just think at the very end of the day, you're just like, some of these people are just way too damn stupid.